Hello, everyone. Welcome to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. In the next 15 minutes in this podcast, I will talk about Turkish national team and also preview the upcoming matches in the Turkish Super Lig, which is ninth weekend. The games will be played on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But first, Turkish national team. Turkish national team, after beating Russia at home in Istanbul 3-2, they had a hope to capture the first place in the Group B. But what happened in Hungary, it was disaster for Turkish national team. Not only they lost the match, they also went down to Group C. They were eliminated from Group B. They were supposed to move up to Group A. They had a chance. They had it all in their hands. Because if you look at the match that was playing at the same time in Serbia, Serbia was up 4-0 in the first half against Russia. So Russia being the first place team in the group, that would have given something to coaching unit for Turkish national team. They must not have a connection or communications with outside the world when they're playing this match, important match. And when they closed the match at the half against Hungary 0-0, they should have thought of some other plans to win this match against Hungary. But that did not happen, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why. I think Senol Gunes has to be blamed for this, because I am very outraged not having the Yusuf Yazıcı playing on the first match against Russia, and then him not starting and coming to the second half of the match in Hungary, against Hungary. I don't know. This gentleman, Yusuf Yazıcı, is playing in Europe, in French League, in Europa League, and he's doing great. And Senol Gunes has a gut to bench him in the first game against Russia. He has a gut to put him in the last 4 minutes of the match. I cannot understand this. Yusuf Yazıcı had to be there. I don't care. They won the match, but they had to put him in the first 11 against Russia, and especially against Hungary, when you know if you win this match, you're going to end up being the first place and then move up to Group A. Whoever managed this team from the sideline, I'm telling you, this was big flop on the watch of Senol Gunes. Because Yusuf Yazıcı should have started against Hungary. I just don't understand, why would you not start Yusuf Yazıcı against Hungary when you know you have to win to at least stay in the group? If you were playing for a draw, if somebody told you that Russia was losing 4-0 in the first half against Serbia, you should have won this match, Senol Gunes. You should have won this match. This is under your watch. This is why they pay you big bucks to manage these young stars. Turkish national team has a good players who are playing mostly. We have 5-6 players that are playing in European world teams. And you have also good players from Turkish Super Lig. You have to manage them right. You have to put them in right places. Especially playing against Hungary, you need a guy like Yusuf Yazıcı to score a goal, take a shot from outside the 18-yard line. Whatever you did in the first half, the team did not look good. Kafeci is not for this team when you play against Hungary. You saw that and you pulled them out in the second half. You should have done that in the beginning of the match. Put Yusuf Yazıcı in their starting lineup. This was no-no. And this is really upsetting a lot of people in Turkey, around Turkey, people like me. There was no reason why Turkey should not win this match against Hungary. All you had to do is look at what was going on in the Serbia-Russia match and then change your format and play differently. You did not do that. And that's why Turkish national team went down to Group C instead of moving up to Group A. This is not good. But one thing, we have young, bright stars playing for Turkish national team. You better manage them right. Because these kids are, this generation needs a different kind of coaching. You should look up and take care of those guys. Because Yusuf Yazıcı did not play, I think that was a big mistake on your part, Senol Gunes. That's all I have to say. And a lot of people like me, I think, are upset because it was in your hand to become in first place after Russia losing against Serbia. First half, they were down 4-0. And Serbia trashed Russia 5-0 at home. And here you are trying to score a tying goal after Hungary scored, which Hungary, Kevin Varga, this guy plays in Turkey. He knows what Turkish goalkeepers are doing. He knows what the Turkish players are doing. Look at the goals they scored on the Kevin Varga's goal. Kevin Varga's goal should be shameful for the defense. I knew your team was up there trying to score a goal, but you got to leave at least some people on the back. This was the goal like I think Manchester United was scored in Istanbul when Başakşehir scored a goal on them. It was exactly looked like that. It was shameful goal for Turkish national team. The second goal that Kevin Varga scored against Turkey. Take a look at that goal again. That's shameful. So, Turkey is out of the Group B. They will be in Group C, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to say this. We have bright stars playing for Turkish national team. But Senol Gunes and the coaching staff has to do better coaching from the sideline. These young stars. I think Turkey will look good in the upcoming games in the summer. But again, this was not to be. I mean, you had it all in your hands. You could have been first place team in the Group B and then move up to Group A. You could have stayed with a tie. You could have stayed in the group. The only reason why Turkey went down to Group C, because the away goal differences. Serbia had more away goal difference. That's why Turkey went on to Group C. Now Turkey is going to play with the little small town country teams. That's shameful. It is. I'm sorry to say that. But this is not good. Especially when you have stars, young stars coming up, playing in Europe, big teams. And good, bright stars playing in Turkish Super Lig. And you're going to be playing in Group C in the Nations League. Come on, give me a break. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really upset about this score. But what it is, it was not good. Especially they should have at least a tie against, forget about a winning, at least a tie against Hungary. And then they could have stayed in Group B. Instead, they're in Group C. So that's it for Turkish national team. That's it for Senol Gunes. I'm sure he will hear this from me if he wants to. I tell it like it is. I don't care. I like Senol Gunes, but the thing is, against Hungary team, when Russia was down 4-0 in the first half. Somebody has to relate this score to you. Someone in this organization has to keep up with this match while you're playing against Hungary. You know, if you win this match against Hungary, you will be the first place team. Come on. I'm aggravated. So that's it for Turkish national team, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Let's get back to our mother league, which is Turkish Super Lig. It will be this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday matches. In the ninth week, you have matches starting on Saturday. Karagümrük against Sivasspor. Karagümrük will be at home. And Gençlerbirliği Fenerbahçe and Denizlispor against Gaziantep. And Beşiktaş will be at home, Başakşehir. So these are the two teams, Fenerbahçe and Başakşehir, which Fenerbahçe is in second place. And Başakşehir is in fourth place with 16 points. Fenerbahçe has 17 points. Alanyaspor doesn't play until Sunday. So Saturday we could see a change in the number one, the first place team. If Fenerbahçe wins their match against Gençlerbirliği, they will capture their first place. In that case, if Fenerbahçe ties and Başakşehir wins against Beşiktaş, because Beşiktaş does not look good. And a lot of these teams I want to mention, they're still struggling with COVID-19. A lot of players and a lot of teams has few COVID cases, but this is going to affect the league in the future coming games, I think, because as you know, the COVID-19 is really right now all over the world is going up. That's why they have the restrictions in Turkey. They have the restrictions all over in Europe, and they were talking about having fans in the stadiums. Turkish Football Federation was talking about they were going to have some fans in the stadiums, and I was laughing at that, which that's not going to happen because Turkish president announced there won't be any matches. Any fans in the matches yet, not yet, just yet. So those are the games on Saturday. The important matches will be Fenerbahçe against Gençlerbirliği, and then Başakşehir will be against Beşiktaş in Istanbul. Beşiktaş needs to win this match, but you never know. As I told you, Beşiktaş has some problems, and they have problems inside the organization, also inside the team. So Başakşehir's probably last three match, they're really doing good. They're looking good, and after they're beating Manchester United, I think they have came back, and then defending champions look good so far, and we'll see what happens in that match. On Sunday, you have 5 matches. Hatay will be playing against Rizespor, Göztepe at home, Ankaragücü, and then Konyaspor will be at home against Kasımpaşa. Trabzonspor will be at home against Erzurumspor. And the last match on Sunday, Antalyaspor, Alanyaspor. Two really close cities playing against each other. Antalya will be at home. We will see what happens. Alanyaspor needs to win this match if they want to keep the first place in the Turkish Super Lig. On Monday, Galatasaray will be at home against Kayserispor. Galatasaray has few COVID cases. As you probably heard the news, Arda Turan was tested positive for COVID-19. We will see what will happen. These are the matches. In the first place, like I said, Alanyaspor. In the second place, Fenerbahçe. And the third place is Galatasaray. See you next week after these matches played. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. You listen to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast every week here on your favorite podcast app. See you later. Bye-bye.